What is going on, YouTube? My name is Mike, coming to you from Health and Wealth. Thank you for joining me today. Today is August the 7th. Be with you. Happy ex-dividend date for YieldMax. The purpose of today's video is to talk about the portfolio here. When's the best time to buy these ETFs and to enjoy good price as well as a great distribution. So stay tuned. Let's get into that. I'm also going to share my current subscriber count here. Thank you very much, by the way, over the last couple of days. Very overwhelmed. I'll put that over this way. No, over here. Thanks so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. And one thing not so business-like before we get into the business, I'm maintaining a 10% like rate on these videos. Let's see if we can pump it up to 20% today. I'll take 1 second for you to hit that subscribe and like button, and we'll keep going. Ready? Okay, perfect. So let's talk about YieldMax. I've jumped into two major positions with YieldMax. If you want to take a look at the end of this video, I'm going to include my playlist here for you to find the building, the castle playlist here. But I have two major positions. The not so major position is currently Misty. It's doing well. I love Misty so far. It's been great. Can't wait to keep expanding on it. But today's video is more focused around Nvidia, which is my most major position. I currently, as of this morning at 9 o'clock, had 271 shares of Nvidia, and we got the declaration day yesterday of the current dividend that's going to be paid out on the 9th. And so today is the ex-dividend date, which means that, so this $1.25 dividend that YieldMax was paying out for Nvidia automatically comes out of the price of the ETF today. So $1.25 today came out of the price of the ETF. So I've been buying whenever I have money in my account for the past 4 months with Nvidia. And so for that reason, my cost per share is higher. My average cost per share is just over $29.30 per share. Now you can see today it is sitting at $22.50, and if I refresh this page here, it's still sitting there at the same price, $22.50. So today we know that the ETF price is going to reduce by at least $1.25. So I took the advice of some other people, and I'm going to start buying these ETFs on the ex-dividend date. I'll tell you, just by buying the shares today, I automatically reduced my cost on these ETFs by quite a bit. So this month the payout wasn't as dramatic as the previous months. So the previous months, let me take a look here. I'll show you my screen here on Pass It. These are all the dividends I've got over the last year. And it's a little bit cut off there, but you can take a look on the yellow here. You can see the dividends I've been getting over the last 4 months. This is April, $637, May, $293. I'll read to you June, $599 of Nvidia, and then in July was $782. So this month, I think it should be around $400. So quite a bit less than it was last month for sure. But that was to be expected, right? If you take a look at my videos before, you'll notice that we talked a lot about Nvidia and Misty fund managers kind of dropping the ball and missing out on opportunities on their weekly strike prices. And so that automatically is going to make the price of our distribution lower. So back to the ex-dividend day, which is today. I've gone ahead and purchased shares this morning. I didn't really look at the chart, the clock, the time, if the market's going up or down. I had the equivalent of what I'm going to get on the 9th. Well, for me in Canada, it's going to be on the 10th, or the 12th, sorry, which is Monday. But I have the equivalent in cash of what I'm about to get. So I went ahead and purchased 15 whole shares of Nvidia, thus bringing down my average cost by about 40 cents. which is good. But, having that money in the market is always good for me. I don't necessarily do a lot of charting because I'm not a super experienced investor. I know how to look at a chart. I can figure it out pretty well, but it's not something that I want to do on this channel with you guys. I just want to talk about purchasing these ETFs for buying power in the future, being able to afford retirement. That's my goal, right? I want to be able to afford retirement. I want to have a monthly income. And by adding to these pillars, we're going to make that happen. Now, if you watch a previous video of mine, I had talked about that I'm capped out on Nvidia and I'm moving on to Misty. With the recent lower distribution from Nvidia here, I've changed my focus on that just slightly. I've added more shares. I'm going to take it to 300 shares of Nvidia. My goal was to get 6 pillars of $500 Canadian every single month. So this month I did get over $500 in dividends, but last month was almost $1,000. So it was quite the difference this month. So I'm adding to that Nvidia fund. You can see, like I said, my average cost was just over, what did I say, $30? Maybe I said 29. But now this has brought it down just a little bit, right? So I'm 14 shares away from 300. So next month I'm going to go buy those 14 shares and then continue with Misty. Now Misty is currently set on drip. And so it will go ahead and buy some shares itself come when I get paid my dividends on Monday. So that's good news for me. Let's take a look at how Nvidia itself is doing just today. Again, we know that it's going to go down today at least $1.25. It should have gone down, but if the underlying stock of Nvidia does well, or the stock market's going up, then so will the price of this ETF. So currently down 53 cents in the not in the post market, but in the regular hours of the market. If you take a look at the 5-day here, did anybody here survive the recession of August 5th? I survived it, everybody. We're doing well. So what do you guys do on those days, those red days? Do you panic sell, or do you just kick back and relax and know that you're going to get paid every single month? That's what I do. I kick back and relax, understand that the market does go up, but guess what? It also goes down, all right? So, fears of recession, what are we talking about here? We're talking about wars across the world, all of these geopolitical things that are happening, U.S. election, Canadian maybe election, all of these things have effects on the stock market itself, going up or down. So I'm here for it. And I'm just ready to kick back on my lawn chair with my feet up and soak in those dividends every single month. That's the goal, right? So if we look at the 5-day here, that includes that August the 5th, massive bloodbath day. But if we look at the 1 month, 20% down, the 6 month, 11% down, and then the 1 year, 0.71% down compared to its all-time highs. Now, if I take a look at the chart here, its all-time highs were, let's see here, $31, $31.50, it looks like, was the all-time high, which is pretty good for sure. And I could see it going back there as well. But, right now, Nvidia itself is also in a bit of a downtrend over the last couple of weeks since its reverse split. That was to be expected. Reverse splits usually have one of two outcomes, right? One, the company just keeps progressing up and up and up, like Tesla when it had its massive split. But then companies like Apple, right? The beast of Apple, it went down for a little while after its split. Nvidia had a split there too, and it's done the same thing kind of since then. If you look at the 6-month chart, it's plus $32 or 45%, which is pretty incredible. Gone ahead and opened up my account here on Nvidia. I wanted to take a look at the Nvidia Smart Score by tip ranks here. So 24 analysts in the last 3 months rated Nvidia a strong buy. The average price target is $144.17. So there's a lot that can happen before it starts going up. A lot of people out there with the water cooler, flash the water cooler symbol here. are hoping that this gets down to $95, right? $95. If we take a look at this chart again, last time it was at $95 was right around May 22nd. And if you take a look here at this little line, let me just scroll this up a little bit. You can see here there's a bit of a line that goes straight across here. So anywhere from that $94 to $103 range is going to be kind of the same line as what it is right now, just a few months later. So if they're right, $94, that could be an incredible buying opportunity for the underlying stock of Nvidia. Especially if you take a look at the tip ranks here, the average price target is $144. That could be a good option for sure. Bloggers' opinions on Nvidia, bullish. The new sentiment, neutral. It's kind of going down right now just with the stock price itself, right? Technicals are positive, and let's continue down here and take a look at some of these news articles. What the bulls and the bears say. I'll just kind of let you read those to yourself. Let's read the most recent one here, August 7th, on the bears. The market is refocusing on profitability of AI, which may, I like the line, which may reduce demand profitability of Nvidia. We're going to find out how Nvidia does when they have their earnings report coming up here in a few weeks. Nvidia is just a beast. It's been doing incredible for, the last 6 months. So is it going to change? I don't think so. I think it's going to keep being a beast. Every company, a lot of companies rely on Nvidia and what they do for them. So this is the underlying stock. You can see the news here. It's generally good with Nvidia. Nvidia greenlights Samsung's 5th gen HBM3E chips for AI processors. Nice, very good. So Nvidia, just an absolute beast. I think that's the reason, that's the reason I'm investing in Nvidia itself, because, Nvidia is such a winner of a company. So thanks for being here. I'm going to go ahead. If you enjoyed this video, I'm going to link the other 2 videos which have relation to this one. If you want to take a look at that along with the playlist, I would really appreciate it. And again, for those of us who haven't hit the like and subscribe yet, make that happen today. Make my dreams come true. And I look forward to talking to you again in the future. Thanks for being here. Have a great day.